As you've heard, we have 3 terms for our meeting theme this evening: dedication, motivation, cultivation. And as Ruben said, our word of the day, you can use either the noun or the verb version of those 3 words. What I found this afternoon was slightly different, as dedication is the quality of being committed to a task or purpose. So Kamora, when you write the next great American novel, read to us the dedication of your book. When you write the next great American novel, read us the dedication of your book.
Thank you, Toastmaster. This is a particularly interesting one because I have prepared this question many times in my head in the past.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I love reading, right? Reading is one of the great pleasures to me, but I have never really had the courage to write as a response to read. So to begin with, my dedication would be to all the authors who came before me and showed me how to write a truly great story, how to let you encourage and cultivate the reader's mind to run wild in imagination. My next dedication would be to my family, who have helped me develop an interest in reading and have always encouraged this habit, and thereby having me develop a healthy imagination. And lastly, I will dedicate the novel to my teachers, the ones who have taught me the language that I'm now fluent in, and I'm able to help others imagine as widely as I can.
All right. Can you give us an example of someone who exemplifies dedication? Do you know somebody who is dedicated, or at least in your mindset is a dedicated person? And explain to us why that person, you think that person is dedicated? Dennis? Yes. Give us an example of someone who you think is dedicated and why you think that person is dedicated.
I know a friend whose name is Linda. I've been knowing her for a couple of years. She attended the University of Texas at Austin, and she acquired her bachelor's degree. And it's been about 3 years since, and she recently told me she was going for her master's. She has her own home and her job and other responsibilities. She also dedicates to the gym. She's currently going to school for her master's. And to me, that's dedication. We're the same age. So that shows a lot of dedication to me. That would be somebody who's dedicated.
All right. Thank you. Great job. Motivation is the next word, and that is the general desire or willingness to do something. Get off of the couch and perform a task. How do you become and stay motivated? How do you become and stay motivated? Carlo.
Thanks, Phoebe. I have been motivated a lot from, I guess, all the way through, and it's usually from seeing somebody before me who has done what I realize I can do. I don't necessarily think that I can do things that aren't in front of me that I haven't seen other people do. And it's by examples of seeing people who were in my situation 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and what they did at work, in school, And I'm motivated because I realize, hey, I can do that. And right now I'm kind of burned out. I've been working a lot last year. This year I haven't been working as much, but I guess the motivation at work is just to get stuff done, keep clients happy, keep the money coming in, and it just helps knowing that if you're not on your top of your game for a situation with one client, then they may not come back and use you again. So if they don't use you again, then you may start running out of work. So you got to keep yourself motivated. And just while I was talking about it, I was reminded of Arian Foster, the Texans running back several years ago. He came out of Tennessee, not too much hype, and he was on the practice squad, and he heard about another guy that was on the squad who had worked his way into the actual team. And he was like, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. I was just going to be on the practice squad. But he came, and for that year or two, he was one of the best running backs in the NFL. So seeing people who do what you can do, it can be a real motivation.
Yeah. Thank you. So Carlos just told us how he motivates himself. How do you motivate others? How do you motivate others to do things? Marilyn? How do you motivate others?
How do I motivate others? I motivate others by setting examples. This morning I got up at 4 a.m. I was at the gym at 4:45 a.m. And now I'm here at Toastmasters, setting examples at my age. I go to bed 9 p.m. during the week, so the party days are gone. Here and there they come around.
Yeah.
So I motivate others by them seeing the accomplishments that I can do as a single mother of a 13-year-old.
Oh, Mom.
And I motivate others by just continuing to do the best that I can in this world and take different paths and to share my experiences. That's how I motivate others.
All right. Yeah, my boss had her 50th birthday party Saturday night, and it was like 11:30 or so, or 12 midnight by the time I got home, and that's well past my bedtime. The last word for this evening is cultivation. Cultivate. I typically think of it as a farming term, cultivating a crop, but it can also apply to people. Cultivation is the process of trying to acquire or develop a quality. Can you compare cultivating a crop to cultivating people? Can you compare cultivating a crop to cultivating a person? Jason? Welcome.
Great question.
Yeah.
I like these kind of questions that compare two things and make you visualize what's really going on.
Yeah.
So with a crop, say you go and you buy a little packet and it shows that really great tomato in front. And you open it up and there's a bunch of seeds in there. You're like, how long is it going to take for this thing to turn into this big tomato? And then you plant it and you water it and you do all these really good things to it. And if you do everything right, you're going to get a really good tomato within a certain amount of time. You're not going to get it right away. And the same thing goes with qualities. People, sometimes you listen to motivational speeches and you go out and for one day you practice everything you see. And you think, gosh, I feel great. And then you start going back into your old habits and whatnot. I think the idea is if you're trying to cultivate something, you want to start developing slow. Atari was the fastest growing and the most catastrophic failing company in the history of business. I don't know the exact numbers, but at the speed that it grew so fast and it just failed so fast. The idea is, let's say you want to cultivate quality, integrity. Start doing things slowly, the right way. Do this right way, do that the right way. Go to sleep, let it marinate a little bit. Keep doing that. Over time, you won't even have to think about doing the right things. They're just going to be happening. That goes with any quality you want. Working out the same way. You go to the gym, resoluters, right? You go to the gym, you work out a bunch. I'm gonna get really buff 2 weeks. Gosh, I think I'll just eat this, and I gonna run on the treadmill later after Breaking Bad comes on, you know. But it's the people that they don't want to do it all at once. A little bit at a time, you start building it up. Then your body's used to working out. You'll actually miss it when you don't do it. So cultivation is a great term. I think it applies to growing, basically growing whatever you grow, whether it's a crop or whether it's your own qualities. That's everything. Thank you.
Some of the early TV shows that I remember talking about, oh, that's a cultivated person. Oh, isn't that person so cultivated? I think of Lovey and Thurston Howell III from Gilligan's Island. They were a cultivated couple on that island. Ruben, can you describe to us a cultivated person, at least in your mindset? Can you describe to us a cultivated person?
Thank you, ma'am. Table topics mastered. I'm thinking of several people right now, but I have just received a book in the mail because I've been trying to write this book. And this author says I can get that book published in 90 days. And I'm scratching my head right now, I'm trying to think of his name. I just got it in the mail. I'm going to get into it, but it's hard for me to believe that that's something that I can do. But he has proven that you can do it. Thousands of people have done it. I don't know him good enough to say what I really like about him or what I would like about the book. But I know it's going to be challenging for me. That's something I want to do. So on that onset, he does motivate me at least to start the journey. I'll leave it with that.
All right, thank you. Well, that's our questions for this evening. So let me recap everyone's response so you can vote for who you thought gave the best presentation. The ballot, the bottom tab is best table topic. So dedication, the quality of being committed to a task or purpose. Kumar told us about who he will dedicate his novel. All the authors that came before him that spurred his interest in reading, his family, and of course his teachers will be in that dedication. Dennis gave us Linda as his example of someone who exemplifies dedication for being his age, continuing her education, owning a home, working out, just many daily activities. We moved on to motivation, which is the general desire or willingness to do something. Carlo keeps himself motivated by seeing examples from other people, especially Arian Foster, how he went from the training to the actual, or the JV to the senior team, actually playing. Marilyn sets examples for other people to motivate others, holds herself up. Cultivation is our third topic, process of trying to acquire or develop a quality. Jason compared a tomato to developing a person or any kind of habit. And Ruben described his fellow author as motivating him in publishing a book in 90 days or less. Mr. Timer, did all of our speakers qualify?
2 speakers were just under 1 minute. We need to be 1 minute to qualify, and that was Dennis and Marilyn.
Okay.
It was 53 seconds, and Marilyn was 41.6. We want to try to get to 1, so.
All right. Well, if you've already voted for Dennis and Marilyn, just go ahead and pass your votes up. We'll count them. And Mr. Toastmaster, back to you.